You can see the riding on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always, they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're gonna.
Aloha, 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 my friends, drivers, and race fans. Welcome to the Obsidian Mountain Raceway and the GDM Eliminator Series Season 2. This is your Division 4. Buckle up and bond out, lads and lasses. It's the European manufactured cars' turn to take on the OMR tonight. From Aston Martins to Zondas, drivers will be racing for the podium on the steepest, most unforgiving mountain raceway. We do have 3 division champions. We're looking for number 4. Who will survive to claim the European Division trophy? Everyone knows the rules. It's a one-and-done race. Be the first to cross the finish line if you want to advance. It's one moment. You need to own it. When that green light says go, you only get one shot, so don't miss your chance if you want to take the gold. Keep your route to the sun. Good luck. The cars are set and the drivers are set, so let's get up to the starting line and kick off this show. All right, kicking us off tonight, we got Lightning Jim from Team QC Racing in a McLaren Elva, weighing 32 grams, going up against Mo Howard, who's on the outside in that Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy, weighing 40 grams. Got 8 grams on that McLaren. And there goes, oh no, I was about to say there goes Mo, but there goes Lightning Jim turning on the Lightning. Getting across that finish line well ahead of Mo. Sorry, Mo, you gots to go. You've been eliminated. All right, up next, we got Puff from Team Puffs Racing. Excuse me. In that Lotus Avija, going up against Mad Dog Earl from Quantum DIECAST in that white BMW 507. And there they go down the divided straight. Earl takes the lead into that first turn. They're even in the pipeline for a minute there, but Earl takes the lead over in Calamity Corner, and it looks like Puff had spun out. And it's going to be Mad Dog Earl. Moving on to the next round. And Puff, that gives you a chance to sit with the spectators and puff, pass. All right, up next, we got Little C from Lord's Racing League going up against Lobotomy. Little C in that Volkswagen Golf, and Lobotomy from Sparks Racing in that 2016 Bugatti. Little C taking the lead down the pipeline in that little Volkswagen. Whoa, spins around, does a 180 in the tunnel, and going across the finish line backwards. And Lobotomy and the Bugatti go bye-bye. All right, up next, we got Sam Hall from Team DRT3K in a Jaguar XE SV Project 8 going up against Father of 4 from Diecast Daddy in a VW Scirocco GT24. They're even down the divided straight, racing into that first turn. And it's going to be Sam Hall taking over in that Jaguar as they go down Memorial Drive through the valley, turning across the finish line. Father 4 not that far behind, but far enough to be eliminated. All right. Already into race 5, we got Superfly from Team Intent Adult Diecast Racing in that 2008 Lotus. That's a Matchbox vehicle, going up against Sorrow Jane, our Division 2 champion from World Famous Diecast. And it's going to be Superfly taking the lead down Memorial Drive. Bugatti right on her bumper. That was a good race, but Sorrow has been eliminated. Now we got Kassler from LK Racing in the Alfa Romero BC Competition, going up against Grateful Sam in the Porsche 911 Carrera Cabriolet. That Porsche is also a Matchbox. It's Matchbox against Hot Wheels, and Hot Wheels Alfa Romeo taking a big lead as it goes down Memorial Drive through the Valley Turn. And Kassler looking good as he races into that next round. All right, up next we got Craig from Team Hot Wheels Boys in that McLaren F1 going up against Numbskull from Team Numbskull Racing in that BMW i8 Roadster. Numbskull's on the outside. There they go down the divided straight, pretty much even into that first turn. But Craig takes over in that McLaren, going through Calamity Corner, has a nice line going through the Valley Turn, takes it high, and across the finish line into the next round. All right, we got Isaiah White from Elevation Diecast Racing in a Lamborghini Scion FKP 37 going up against Rick from Rick's Diecast Racing in that 2019 Audi Twin Turbo RS. And again, even down that first straight, but it's going to be Isaiah taking over in the Lamborghini. Rick's rating on his bumper until they got to that Valley Turn. And Isaiah's moving on, and Rick, my friend, you've been eliminated. All right. Brutally moving right along, we got Jim D from Indiana Diecast Racing in the Aston Martin V12 Speedster going up against Big Mike from NZ Racing in an Aston Martin 177. Big Mike on the outside, falling behind down the pipeline. Whoa, and Jim D gets sideways, spun around. Wow, did you see that pass by Big Mike? Holy cow, let's look at that again. Jim D gets sideways going down Memorial Drive, never a good thing, losing a lot of speed right there. And here comes Big Mike, says, excuse me, makes a little extra room for himself up on the wall. And wow, look at that. It didn't even touch any of the spectators, but I bet you most of them are going to have to change their pants. I would if I was sitting down there. Yeah, boy. But Jim Buddy got eliminated, and it's going to be Big Mike moving into round 2. Now we got Kane Stewart in that 89 Mercedes-Benz 560 going up against world famous Bubba in that Pagani Zonda R. Bubba on the outside, Kane on the inside. Kane is our most recent champion of Division 3, holding the lead, going through the Calamity Corner and down Memorial Drive. Got a little squirrely, but holds it together. Oh, wow! Oh, my goodness! He hit the post, the pylon just before the finish line, and got sideways, blocked the road. And Bubba says, excuse me, but there wasn't enough room, and he actually pushed Kane Stewart through into the next round. But ow, that was a brutal push. All right, we got Mark D from Team Cut Rocker Diecast in the Lamborghini Huracan going up against Mr. Mojo Bathurst Diecast Racing in the Lotus S3. Whoa, my goodness, what are they doing to my cars? Anyways, Mark D speeding down through the Valley Turn and across the finish line. Let's go back. Oh, wow. I thought he was done. Mr. Mojo doing some bumper surfing right there at the top of the pipeline. Cowabunga, dude. Oh my goodness. Manages to get it going again, but going into that eliminated file. Wow. Can it get any more exciting? All right, we got V-Man in that for in that Porsche 918 Spider. That's an MDX. Matchbox versus Matchbox here with Chelly in that Bugatti Devo. And Chelly takes a little bit of a lead into that first turn, but it's going to be V-Man blocking him out. And then what a battle we got here between the Bugatti and the Porsche. But it's going to be V-Man winning out, getting across that finish line first. And wow. Fighting. Brutal. Eliminated. All right, we got Sidekick Sandy from Rick's DIECAST Racing in a Volkswagen MK1 GTI Golf. Another Matchbox. This one going up against Dusty Miles from Milestone DIECAST Racing in a Mercedes AMG GT63S. Sandy takes the lead going down the pipeline into Calamity Corner. Spins out, flips over. Can Dusty get by her? He does. And he's going to back it over the line. And man, just when you think you have it all wrapped up into that next round, just came in high and went low too fast. Should have stayed up high on that one and ended up flipping that Volkswagen over. That's a shame. But Dusty Miles moving on to round two. And now we got Patty Cake's Hot Wheels from Team Norman Verne Racing in a Lotus Amira going up against Bolo Brown from Miniature Car Racing in an Alfa Romeo Giulia. We'll go with that. All right. And it's going to be Patty Cakes taking the lead down the pipeline through Calamity Corner. Here comes Bolo. Oh no, Bolo wiped out. Sorry about that. Got so excited I had a little cough. But yeah, Bolo losing it right there. Got low into that valley turn after coming down Memorial Drive. Picked that car right up into the high side and over. All right, now we got Po Boy in the BMW 507 going up against Papa Pugsley in the Aston Martin 177. It's going to be, I was going to say Papa Pugsley taking the lead through that first turn, but it's Po Boy racing that BMW, gets spun around on the valley turn, backs it over the finish line first. Papa Pugsley and Manchild Motorsports has been eliminated. And we're moving on to our final race of round one. Frank White, Elevation Diecast Racing in a Pagani Hura. It's a Pagani Roadster. I'll skip the middle part. Going up against Seabull from Lord's Racing League in that Audi Twin Turbo RS. And it's Frank going through Calamity Corner all by himself. Almost lost him there. Lost the cameraman for a second there. Frank gets across the finish. Well, I was going to say, where was Seabull? I don't know what happened to him. But something slowed him down and got him eliminated. All right, your teams or your drivers moving on to round two. Lightning Jim, Kane Stewart, Superfly, Frank White, Mark D, Isaiah White, Po Boy, Sam Hall, Big Mike, Mad Dog Earl, V-Man, Dusty Miles, Lil C,
This
Craig.
time break brought to you by Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burgers. One bite and you'll know why everyone says they can't kelp but be good. Stop in Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burgers for your dining and munchie needs and wash it all down with your favorite jerry can beverage.
I have a special treat for you this halftime break. For my recent birthday, I got a hold of several new additions for the GDM garage. The production department is putting together a car show special broadcast with the latest arrivals. That'll be coming up soon. But tonight, you'll get to see a couple of them take on the mountain. And then, if that's not enough bonus racing for you, the last few race events we had some begrudging going on in the garage. We dug up the footage of what went down and we called the drivers up and told them, if you have a grudge that spawned on the OMR, you got to
take it to the mountain.
So I got 2 grudge races for you. Right after these birthday cars show you what they got. All right, we got the Hot Wheels Plymouth Arrow funny car going up against the Johnny Lightning MGB. The arrow's on the inside. There's the green, and there they go down the divided straight. Into that first turn, Plymouth Arrow taking the lead through the pipeline in Calamity Corner, running a nice line, and across that finish line. 5.22. Yes, I'll take that. All right, here we go. We switched lanes. MG's on the inside now from across the ponds. Arrow taking the immediate lead through the first corner there in the Calamity Corner, and it's all Arrow gets up on the wall, had a little trouble but corrects it and gets across the finish line. Looked like that MG had a little bit of trouble too, but the cameras didn't pick it up. All right, we got the same Arrow funny car going up against the GT Racer. GT Racer is full metal. It's got a metal chassis and a metal body. But look at that Arrow. Oh, now they're fighting, and the GT has them door to door. Oh my goodness! Wow, what a smack! But the Arrow keeps going, takes the lead. Holy snikes, I thought that was all over for the Arrow right there. All right, Arrow's on the inside. They were even going down the pipeline. Let's see how they do here. Arrow's taking the lead through the first turn. It's all Arrow through the pipeline and Calamity Corner. Holds a little better line down Memorial Drive. And wow, yeah, good line because he got a 5.18. Holy snikes, that Arrow is on point. Did you see that? That 518 is a top 10 time for the OMR. Hell yeah. All right, let's get into the grudge matches. Back during the Aloha Invitational, Milestone Racing found themselves up against Spectre Racing. And apparently, from what we gathered info-wise, is Priestess, the lead driver of Spectre Racing, didn't appreciate Shotgun Cowboy's driving style. She caught up to Shotgun at the garage and they had an exchange of words, but nothing was settled. So I called them up and I said, you know what? We don't leave things unsettled and festering here on the island. You need to get here and settle it once and for all. Now, more recently, one of our drivers from this series was heard saying he could beat the Buick. Speaking of the Division 1 champion Papa Pugsley's car. So I made that call and I said, you know what you got to do? And I called Papa Pugsley and I said, you've been challenged. You gotta
take it to the mountain.
All right, we got Priestess from Spectre Racing holding a grudge against Shotgun Cowboy from Milestone Racing. Priestess in that black Porsche 935. Gonna start out on the inside. Shotgun in that Corvette. They had some good races, but I guess Priestess did not appreciate getting shoved around on the track. She's gonna take a good lead and be the first one across the finish line. So let's switch lanes and see how they do. Priestess on the outside. Now this Porsche right here does hold the record for this track at a 5.93. The first car and one of the few cars that have got a sub 5 time. There's that block by Shotgun. He knows how to do it. He can definitely play defense. And he gets across the line and he ties it up. Not as fast as Priestess, but he gets in the lead. He's going to make sure he can hold on to it best he can. Priestess had the fastest time, so she's in the inside lane. But it's going to be Shotgun taking a lead into that first turn. But there goes Priestess down the Memorial Drive through the Valley Turn. And not the Valley Turn, through Calamity Corner, and then the Valley Turn. And ending that grudge with a 5.3. All right, so here we have Papa Pugsley being challenged by world famous Bubba in that 57 Chevy. He says that 57 can beat that Buick, so let's see if he can do more than talk about it. He's taking the lead down the pipeline, then the Calamity Corner. That's where he lost it in the Chevy division race, but he makes it across that finish line in a pretty decent time. Let's take him back up, switch lanes. Now that Buick was doing some miraculous runs in that division. Papa Pugsley has the lead. Whoa, look at this pass from the inside on the pipeline through Calamity Corner. And world famous Bubba is going to win that challenge. So, he doesn't do just talking. He can drive the drive and race the race. Let's get back to the Division 4 and Round 2. Had to sneak a drink. All right, we got Lightning Jim for Team QC Racing going up against Kane Stewart in that Mercedes. McLaren versus Mercedes. Kane had a little bit of a lead into that first divided straight, but now it's going to be all Lightning Jim. Oh, no. Oh, that was Kane in the back that crashed. For a minute there, I thought it was going to be that big lead curse. But Kane gets up on the wall right there, going down Memorial Drive, and just slingshots high into the Valley Turn. And roofs it onto the main straight and gets eliminated. All right, up next, we got Superfly. Team Intent Adult Racing going up against Frank White. Frank White for Elevation DIECAST Racing. Frank's on the outside. Superfly in that yellow Lotus. Frank had a lead there, but as Superfly takes over in the pipeline through Calamity Corner, and they're both down Memorial Drive. Frank's right on their bumper, but can't get past Superfly in that Lotus. And Frank's going to be eliminated. All right, Mark D, Team Cut Rocker Diecast Racing, going up against Isaiah White, Team Elevation Diecast Racing. First the father, then the son. Isaiah's on the outside in the orange Scion. Mark D in the purple Huracan. Mark D takes the lead down the pipeline through Calamity Corner. Got a little low there. Stays high in the Valley Turn and across the finish line. Isaiah seemed to get slowed up there somewhere and gets eliminated. All right, we got Po Boy in that BMW 507 going up against Sam Hall in that Jaguar XE Project 8. Po Boy Racing versus DRT 3K. Sam Hall on the outside in that Jaguar takes a noselead, but it's Po Boy down the pipeline into the Calamity Corner. Whoa, my goodness! Holy shit! Did you see that flip and all that air? And Po Boy on his roof in the Valley Turn. Let's catch another look at that. Look, wow, that was a complete rotation in the air. Here we go. We'll slow it down, get it almost frame by frame. Look at how much air he got. Oh my goodness. Emergency crews responded, but unfortunately That is a hell of a way to get eliminated. Good show for the spectators, but I don't think Po' Boy is appreciating that. All right, Big Mike for Team NZ Racing going up against Mad Dog Earl for Team Quantum Diecast. Mad Dog on the outside. We got the other BMW 507 going up against Aston Martin 177. And it's Big Mike in the lead. Oh, Mad Dog gets spun over. Big Mike flips over. And Mad Dog's going to slip on by as we have Big Mike and Aston 177 on its roof in the Valley Turn. Wow, Valley Turn claiming some cars and drivers today. All right, up next we got V-Man, Team Norman Vern Racing going up against Dusty Miles, Milestone Diecast Racing. V-Man in that Porsche Spider on the inside. Takes the lead down the pipeline into Calamity Corner. Whoa! Oh, that was Dusty in the background there. Got smacked up in the guardrail, flipped over. And he's on his side. And yeah, right there, lost it in the tunnel. Came in high, went low. You got to hold the line or you get eliminated. All right, we got Lil C in that Volkswagen Golf, speedy little thing, going up against Craig from Team Hot Wheels Boys. Craig in that McLaren on the inside. Lil C takes the lead down the divider straight into that first turn, but Craig takes it over through Calamity Corner. Oh, Little C just flipped the Volkswagen. I almost called it a bug. And Craig's going to race into the next round. And we're going to get that emergency crew. I'm glad we posted so many emergency crews so close to these brutal areas, I guess, of the track. But yeah. All right, final race of this round. We got Patty Cake's Hot Wheels going up against Kassler. Kassler in that Alfa Romeo on the outside. Taking a little bit of a lead. And they're fighting for it down the pipeline. And it's going to be Kassler that wins the battle in Calamity Corner. Spins around and going across the finish line. The Battle of Calamity Corner. There you go. That's the title for that highlight. All right, going into round 3, we got Mad Dog Earl, Mark D, Sam Hall, Kassler, Superfly, V-Man, Craig, and Lightning Jim. Round 3, ready, race. All right, we got Mad Dog back in that BMW 507 going up against Mark D in that Lamborghini Huracan. Mad Dog drew the inside. This should be a good race. Even down the divider straight into that first turn. It's going to be Mad Dog takes over down the pipeline through Calamity Corner and down Memorial Drive and all alone across the finish line. Here comes Mad Dog, just makes it to the laser. But unfortunately, you got eliminated. I was thinking of something funny to say, but I couldn't come up with anything on the fly. All right, Sam Hall, Team DRT 3K, going up against Kassler from LK Racing. Kassler on the outside in the Alfa Romeo. Sam Hall on the inside with that Jaguar, taking the lead down the pipeline. Whoa! Oh, that was Kassler spinning out back there. Lost a lot of speed as Sam Hall glides across the line easily into the next round. Oh, 2 yellow cars. How fun this will be. Superfly in that 2008 Lotus going up against V-Man in that Porsche Spider. V-Man's on the outside. V-Man has a little bit of a lead, but there goes Superfly in the Lotus, taking over through Calamity Corner. Got up on the lower wall, but recovered. And they're bumper to bumper going across that finish line. A good race, but it's going to be Superfly driving into that next round. Last race of round 3. We got Craig from Hot Wheels Boys going up against Lightning Jim from QC Racing. Craig on the inside, Lightning on the outside. McLaren versus McLaren. It's Craig taking it in the pipeline through Calamity Corner. Oh, almost got sideways into the guardrail. Brings it back and crosses the finish line to get him into the semifinals. I think Craig's been here a couple times before. We had an error by the officials in Division 1 that we'll be rectifying before this event is over. But in the meantime, we got Superfly, Craig, Mad Dog, and Sam Hall. And it's Superfly and Craig that are up first. The Matchbox Lotus versus the Hot Wheels McLaren F1. It's going to be Craig on the outside. Going down the Vited Straight, Craig takes the lead into that first turn. And Superfly stays door to door for a minute. But Craig gets past and down Memorial Drive through the Valley Turn and across the finish line. A little bit of a lead on that Lotus. And Superfly, good racing, but you are eliminated. All right, Mad Dog Earl in that BMW 507 up against Sam Hall in the Jaguar XE Project 8 and a few other letters in between. Mad Dog takes a lead down the Divided Straight. Down the pipeline he goes into Calamity Corners. Flips over. Loses it. And there goes Sam Hall trying to push through, and he gets by him. Wow. A lot of cars going down in dramatic fashion. And Mad Dog, my friend, there will always be another race. But this one, you're eliminated. And here are your finalists. It is Craig from Team Hot Wheels Boys in that McLaren F1. He had a semifinal time of 5.49. He's got the inside on that Jaguar driven by Sam Hall, Team DR3TK. And it's Craig through the valley turn. Well, I just flopped that all up, but Craig's crossed the finish line first. Sam Hall had a little bit of a trouble up there in Calamity Corner and slowed him up and got him eliminated. So we have our Division 4 champion. Congratulations, Craig from Hot Wheels Boys in that McLaren F1. You are the Division 4 champion, the European division. Congratulations again to Craig of Hot Wheels Boys. I know you've been working to get there, and you got there in style. Now, I should have got this out sooner, but Craig, because of the error of the officials in the Division 1, you should have been in the semifinals, and good chance that race could have ended up differently. So the Racing Council has determined that your car will be put through to the Race of Champions. And now with your win tonight, you have 2 cars and 1 driver in the Race of Champions. So you'll need to name a teammate and which car they will be driving for Team Hot Wheels Boys in the Race of Champions. And if you please, I'll need that information by the end of Division 6. You can just leave it in one of your comments for these videos. Thank you, Craig. Also, since we're on that subject, a similar error occurred in Division 3, and we are definitely reevaluating the track officials because they made another error in Division 3 with Grateful Sam, who also had a good chance at capturing a championship, or at least in contention for one. So, Sam, you're in the race of champions. Get ready for that one. And again, we still have 2 divisions to go, JDMs and then the electric hybrids to close us out. But anyways, with that addition of the 2 added cars and drivers, the council has expanded the race of champions to 8 laps instead of the original 6 laps that were formatted for this event. And hopefully the officials will be more diligent in the future and I can avoid the added workload that these errors are causing. All right. Thank you all so very much for tuning in, and much thanks to all the drivers participating in this tournament. Until the next race, may the spirit of the mountain favor you and the essence of Aloha fill your days. Keep your roof to the sun. Mahalo.